In this video, I want to talk about the things I wish I would have known before moving to Santa Barbara. My name's Avi, I'm a local realtor, and I've been in Santa Barbara now since 2014. And in this video, I want to give you the inside scoop so you can move here and know what to expect, and it can be as seamless and easy transition as possible. So with that being said, let's dive right in. Okay, so the first thing, I learned this quick when I came to UCSB. Growing up in Boulder, Colorado, when we talked about California, oftentimes we would abbreviate and call it Cali. People here in California do not call it Cali, so if you want to fit in, if you want to act like you're from here or you know what's going on here, don't call California Cali. When I moved to Santa Barbara, I kind of had this assumption that everyone was like an amazing pro surfer. I'm a big fan of surfing, and there's amazing surf spots here in California, but that's definitely a false preconception that every person here surfs. There's definitely a big surfing community, but there's also a lot of people that snowboard, that hike, that do other outdoor activities. The great thing about living here in Santa Barbara is there's such a plethora of outdoor activities. You don't just have to surf. There's a whole range of different ones you can get into. One thing I learned really quickly after moving to Santa Barbara as well, and this I feel like goes for all of California, is In-N-Out Burger has an absolute cult following. No matter whether it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon or 12 midnight, there's a huge line at In-N-Out, and here's the unpopular opinion I'm gonna say right now is that In-N-Out's kind of overrated, but you don't wanna say that around a Californian because they love In-N-Out. In-N-Out is a cult following. In-N-Out is a religion here in California, and you definitely wanna try it if you've never tried it before and you're moving to California. So in Santa Barbara, we have over 300 days of sunshine per year, and the rest of California is very similar. But one thing I didn't have moving from Colorado was an umbrella, because when it rains here, it can rain really hard. You wanna make sure you have an umbrella for those couple rainy weeks. Usually we get some rain in January and February in our winter time, and it can be a downpour oftentimes like we had this year in 2023. So if you don't have an umbrella, move here, grab an umbrella if you're from the state, like Colorado or maybe Arizona or Nevada where we don't get much rain. I want to make sure you have an umbrella when you move here. When you're moving to California, you have to be aware that the cost of living when it comes to housing for both rentals and for houses that you buy, it's about 5 times the national average. Recently, as January of 2023, the average price for a single family home was right above $3 million. With that being really skewed due to a lot of the high-end purchases, there's plenty of single family homes north of $1 million, but under $2 million. And the average price of a condo is right over $1 million, even though there are options for less. The average rental here for a 1-bedroom condo is probably about $3,000. So it's less than maybe New York, San Francisco, or LA. But the cost of living here is expensive. That's something you definitely want to consider when you're ready to move to California, is make sure you find a good real estate resource to help you, whether it's finding a good rental or finding a place to buy and make it your own. Understand that it's definitely not cheap to live here. One thing to understand about California, which is one of the reasons that so many people move here from other states, is there's so much to do and so much to explore. I've been here now for like almost 10 years. Time is flying by, but there's still so many areas that I haven't been. There's areas up north like Yosemite, like Tahoe, where you can ski and snowboard and go to the lake in the summer. You can go south to the deserts and the national parks and explore those as well. You can go all the way down to San Diego. The state is huge and has so much to offer, whether it's surfing, beaches, mountains, national parks, cities, adventure. California has so much to explore, so make sure if you're moving here, you take time to maybe get out of your city, whether it's Santa Barbara or another area, to go explore all the amazing natural beauty and cool, unique things that Santa Barbara and California as a whole has to offer. Another great thing about here in Santa Barbara and a lot of other towns in California is that we are very, very bike friendly. Whether it's an e-bike, a scooter, an old school bike like I have, you can bike around this town almost anywhere. We have so many bike paths, there's a lot of bike lanes on the busy streets too, and you can really zip around on your bike even easier than a car or a skateboard because there's so much bike friendly terrain. The great thing about having such fantastic weather as well and having even warm days like today in the middle of February is that it's very bike friendly. You can ride your bike almost all year round. Even in a rainstorm, if you want to ride your bike, you can. We don't have snow here, so the roads are pretty safe most of the time. So definitely make sure to get a bike before you move on out here. Okay, wrapping things up, one thing to know before moving to California or moving to Santa Barbara is each town and area is so different. There's a different feel, a different atmosphere, a different type of person in so many of the different areas of California. If you were in Santa Barbara and then you went to LA, you'd experience a whole different type of people, culture, restaurants, things to do. If you're going to go up north to San Francisco or maybe even Humboldt County, each area is so unique. So it's good to know that maybe if one area of California isn't a good fit, but you really like the lifestyle, the weather, all of the amazingness that this state has to offer, a lot of times there's another town that's another great fit. The thing I love about living in Santa Barbara, it's a smaller town, it's more quaint, we don't have traffic, but there's a lot to do. There's great beaches, the people here are down to earth and amazing. I think Santa Barbara, for me, is the best fit of any town that I've been to in California. But for you to find your own, it's gonna take some testing out. It's gonna take some trips and some adventures. And I'd love to hear in the comments what your favorite town in California is. If you have questions about moving to California, always feel free to reach out to me and my team. We're here to help out in any way we can. And until the next video, guys, make it a great day.